Hello everyone. We will be doing our preparing your body for labor video. So there's quite a few things you can do to prepare your body for getting ready for labor and delivery. Um, I think one of the biggest things we can do is try to get our mindset in. Um, you know, I think of whenever I was getting ready to prepare myself for labor and delivery, and the biggest thing that I thought I needed to do was to watch every birthing video, every birth story, TV show there was, but in reality, everybody's labor is different and everybody handles labor differently. So I think just really getting yourself in the mindset of what labor is, which is, it's not, I was always taught that in schools, labor is all about the pain and everything. But when I really started talking with some of the elders, it's not about the pain, it's about opening yourself up to become the doorway that is the spirit world into the physical world, because that's, what you're bringing into life. So you're kind of the last piece of the puzzle, the transition piece that the baby needs to be here physically. So just kind of wrapping yourself around that. And I think one of the biggest things that I've learned that's helped me is not to just focus on, yes, labor is painful. Everybody handles pain differently. You will handle pain differently. And so I think one of the biggest things is also to see the positive in that pain, that we are life givers, we are nurturers, and this piece is, you're very powerful in your pain and you're sacred. So kind of wrapping your ideas about the pain of labor around that, turn it into more of a positive thing. And that will also help with, being connected to yourself, especially when you do a lot of visualization, especially, during labor, they're going to say, imagine yourself opening up. Well, it's kind of hard to do that when you're not connected to yourself. So taking a few deep breaths, putting your hand over your chest and really starting to feel connected into your body will really help. Another thing is learning to breathe. We just had a really great traditional parenting session with Grandma Renee, and she talked about the importance of the breath. The Creator gives you your first breath, and when the baby comes out, they take their first breath. And so learning to breathe into the pain, because when we're in pain, we want to tense up. We want to kind of close ourselves off. We want to make our joints tight and everything, but really learning to push through that tension with breath and allowing yourself to overcome that. Into the best way I can describe it is, it feels kind of like you're giving yourself up to the pain and you're allowing yourself to open up in that way. That's another thing that helps. I know everybody will say get a lot of rest, but it is true. Labor is probably the hardest workouts, I guess, you will do. So make sure you do get a lot of rest. And also learning to be active, trying to stay active, but also learning to when to say, you know what, it's okay to skip this day of a workout, or it's okay, I don't feel like going for a walk. Knowing when to take that rest is really important too. We do have, we offer yoga sessions every Wednesday with Charlene. So as long as we let her know we have a few expecting mothers, she kind of make sure everything's pregnancy safe. So those are really good, and it helps, kind of loosen up your joints and get your body prepped and ready for delivery. And then just the biggest thing is making sure you have kind of everything set. Who are your support people? and just knowing that you can do this is a big thing. It's one thing to start getting ready for the baby, getting the crib ready, getting the clothes ready, getting your hospital bag ready. But it's also very important to know who your supports can be during that time. Is it your partner, your mother, a friend, a sister, somebody? There's always resources out there. And if you don't have a support person, do not be afraid to reach out. We can assist with helping you look for a doula, which is a support person. There's amazing Indigenous doulas all over Ontario. If that's the route that you would like to take, and they can be your voice. During labor, it's so important to have that support person, because when you're doubting yourself, they're supposed to be there to help lift you back up and to remind you that you can do this. And when you're in labor, it's also hard to focus. You have a doctor in there and he's telling you, all these sorts of things that could be going on, or what the plan of action that he wants to take. And if that plan doesn't, if it's safe enough to where, say, I don't know, I don't want the epidural, or no, I don't want Pitocin, I want to do it as naturally as you can. And if it's safe enough for yourself, you can have that support person to be your voice for you too, which is really important. So just making sure we are ready and prepared physically by keeping active. Yoga is a great way. Taking rest when we need to. Emotionally with our support person. Getting ourselves ready mentally. And then spiritually too. So what kind of traditional practices do you want during your labor and your delivery? Do you want things quiet after the baby's born, and do you want someone to be the speaker so that the first language they hear is your nation's language first? Do you want someone to sing? Do you want songs sung or have a CD that has, the seed songs being sung? Do you want someone to speak the welcoming speech for the baby? So there's, those sort of things that can help get you ready for when labor and delivery do come.